Welcome back to A Country Boy Can Cook. It's Friday the 13th, so we'll hope we have no disasters today. What we're going to do, I've got some beef kielbasa. There's a 4-pack of these, and the skin is on. It's pretty thin, but it is on these things. I'll get you a picture down here so you can see what I'm doing. I've already got some made. This should be really good. Alright, I've taken my old knife and I've cut a slit out in here. It's fully cooked and it was great. Yeah, I didn't let that go to waste. I had that as a snack. So I take a thin piece of jalapeno and put it down in here. Just cut it in a thin strip, push it down in there. And because I wanted some more pepper flake taste, here's some pepper jack cheese. Just stuff it in there the best you can. It's going to melt in there. Then, because I'm concerned about keeping my youthful figure, I'm going to use a toothpick and wrap this turkey bacon. This is Jenny-O turkey bacon. It's not my preferred bacon to eat, just like with breakfast, you know, with eggs and this stuff. Sam's Choice is really great turkey bacon. This is more like, I don't know what you'd call it, more like lunch meat bacon or something. I mean, it's going to do for this cook. It's going to be great. So just pin that with your toothpicks. My hand's clean here. And yes, I have 2 old knives here. I don't know if you can see them or not. There you go. I built these when I was 10 years old. I've hung on to them. They probably got DNA for rabbit, to deer, to wild hog, whatever I went after when I was a kid. And we lived in the country and we didn't have a place to buy knives, not like this. We could order them from a company called Herders. I think they're still in business. Or Sears and Roebuck or Montgomery Ward's, or if we were going to Fort Worth or to Denton, there was a Sears and a Montgomery Ward up there. So I had some old saw blades that my dad had been using, and the handles have stayed good. My dad was restoring an old, this is in the early 60s, restored an old wooden boat, had this boat varnish. So I just took and dipped it in the boat varnish and used some old brass screws for pins, and they got lots of patina on them, but they still work really good and they're super sharp. So anyway, I take and cut that boat out with that. What I'm going to do, bring a plate over here so you can see this. This here is the wonderful stuff. I did a video smoking this the other day. This is mesquite smoked brown sugar. So I put it in my stovetop smoker and with some mesquite wood and smoked it right here, right where I cook. So I'm going to sprinkle some over the top of these. I've done this before. I've actually done bacon like this. So you can put bacon on a flat top or a skillet. And once it's cooked and finished cooking, you flip that last side over. Just take and sprinkle this on there. You can just do brown sugar, but man, it's a wonderful flavor. And I got this recipe, believe it or not, off of watching Gomer Pyle one day, years ago in the 60s. He had cooked something, he got in trouble and they put him in for KP duty, which he liked it. And I think the colonel went and asked Sergeant Carter, said, you know, who cooked my breakfast? He said, sir, that was Private Pyle. And he said, I want to see him. And of course, the sergeant thinks he's in trouble. I mean, the Private Pyle's in trouble. So he gets him and takes and said, did you cook the captain's breakfast? He said, yes, sir, I did. And so I'm loading these on my smoker tray, if you wonder what I'm doing. And he said, "Was it okay, sir?" And of course the colonel said, "Yes, it was wonderful. Are you kidding? It was the greatest breakfast. How did you make that?" So he told him and went in depth on what he did with the bacon. He said, "Yeah, this bacon was so good. I'm not going to waste any of this brown sugar here. Reload it back on. It'll melt down during this cook." Get my hands cleaned off here. So anyway, I thought, I got to try that. Get you back up here better. There you go. So they're coated with the mesquite smoked brown sugar. They're on my smoking tray, which is an old steamer basket. I have 3 or 4 of them. Let me turn the camera around and I'll show you loading a big old blue, as I call her. I don't know if it's a boy or girl, but I'll show you me loading it up. All right, back with you. So what I've done, turn this around here so you can see that I've got some wood chips. I've got about 2 small handfuls in here, and then the third handful I put in, I had soaked those chips. I'd soaked them for a little bit. So let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. It won't take long to get the smoke coming out. I'm going to load my turkey bacon wrap kielbasa into my homemade smoker. I've only food I've smoked on this has been 1-inch thick bologna, and I'm gonna tell you, it was wonderful. Oh my gosh, it was great tasting. So I'm thinking these kielbasas will be great. As soon as I get some smoke coming out of here, it's sitting right on. I only fire up one burner and I put it on high until I get the smoke coming out. There it is. You can see it right there. I hope you can see it. So I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on it. Trap all that goodness in I can. And if you've not seen my video of me making this is just an old blue roaster pan I bought on sale at Walmart. It was $5. $5. And gonna turn on the vent hood because you need it. I got a thermometer, a meat thermometer. I'm gonna try to keep this under 200. I'll probably let it go for 20-30 minutes. But everything's good. Even that turkey bacon's cooked. It looks just like lunch meat, and you fry it up. It's better fried than it is anyway. But anyway, I want to get a good smoke char on it. So, as soon as I see the temperature going up on this bad boy, I will. It doesn't take long. I'm going to turn this already. Start to turn it down. It will smoke for a little over an hour with 2 handfuls of chips and pellets, and I mixed both of them, the pellets and chips together. The pellets are just granulated sawdust together, and you can see she's getting up on firing on up there. And anyway, I'll bring you back here in about an hour when this is finished, and we'll take a look, see what the prize is. Got to love that smoke rolling out of that, going down that draft vent. If not, my fire alarm would be rolling in here. Yeah, it's already getting up to temperature. It's maybe 120 or so. Help me to see from here. But she's rising, and I've got her on kind of medium high. Bring you back here in a little bit. We're about 15 minutes in, 20 minutes in. She's rolling on about, I think that's about 190. It's been sitting there for a minute. So far, so good. What are you doing? You smelling that barbecue? You know that's your favorite. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Daddy. You're going to be protective. All right, you heading outside? Are you gonna go TT? You gonna stay in here for barbecue time? All right, going outside, Dad. She's rocking steady at about 35 minutes in, and she's been holding it about 190 degrees, 185. And there's what I've got the controller set on. A little bit over medium. It's been a little bit over an hour. I kind of opened it to get a peek at them, let some smoke out so I can open it up. It ran at about 185. I had to adjust the temperature twice. The wood chips and everything must be still good because they're still smoking. I'll bring you back here in a few minutes when the smoke rolls out and I can get into them. Alright, I've had the lid cocked sideways. I still see a few coals going down in there. But they look wonderful. Let's get these babies out. Do this one-handed. The turkey bacon definitely took on a good char, and so did the kielbasa. I'll say this was a little over an hour. Well, it smells wonderful. Yeah. Let's get the lid back on this baby. We got the stove turned off. I know the camera's going everywhere. I'm having a hard time filming and working that smoker. Let me bring you right back. Smoked beef kielbasa, already 100% cooked. Smoked in my stovetop smoker, Old Blue as I call him. Stuffed with jalapeno strips, pepper jack cheese, and Genio turkey bacon. Took about an hour on the smoker. Some of the chips I put in were wet and some were dry. It smells wonderful and even looks better. Yum. Well, there she is, boys and girls. Out of the Old Blue smoker. Stovetop, that is. Let's see. Good crisp on the outside. I thought the bacon would be dried out, but it's not. So, let's just turn around a chunk of this and cut into it and see what she looks like. I got a feeling it's going to be good. They're still pretty hot. Like, really hot. Yeah, shoot. Can you see that? That jalapeno and cheese stuffed in it. Let's see the other side here. There it is. And of course, I'm going to take a bite. Maybe see the jalapeno better on this one. Yeah, just a little flavor. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna eat like a heathen and just grab it, or actually use a fork maybe. Yeah, here's a little shorty. All right. I know it's gonna be hot. I mean spicy, not bad, but temperature-wise it's gonna be hot. I was afraid that bacon was gonna dry out. I mean, it is turkey. And it's not got a lot of fat in it, so Mr. Big Man's coming in here like, hey Pop, how about giving me a bite? Well, Daddy will give you a bite, buddy. try this. The sweetness from that smoked brown sugar. Oh man. It's like it's got dry rub barbecue sauce on it, or barbecue rub on it. Oh, that's really good, boys and girls. Like really good. Cut a small chunk off from my boy down here. It'd be great on a hot dog bun or a hoagie roll. Let me bring right back. I'll show you, big man here. I say, Mr. Boy. Well, I don't even know if you. He didn't even let me get down there to him. Well, it's really good. That's a good recipe to keep, boys and girls. Try that. You can try it with regular bacon. I just don't have regular bacon around the house. And but it's really good. It's got a great smoke flavor. Goodness. Looks like it tastes like it's been on a barbecue pit for several hours. And it was on Big Blue for just a little over an hour. Well, y'all have a great weekend. It's Friday the 13th. So far, it's been good for me. Went to my cardiologist and got my defibrillator checked. He gave me A number 1. Said it's good for 6 or 7 more years. And so let's rock and roll. Hoochie coo. Catch you on the next run. Nothing finer. Yum.